Hello, I'm David and welcome to David on Who. Today I will be discussing the Big Finish short trip audio Regeneration Impossible. Regeneration Impossible was written by Alfie Shaw and stars Jacob Dunman as the 11th and the 12th Doctor. Now this story starts out with the 11th Doctor picking up regeneration energy of a dying Time Lord. Of course, thinking he is the last of the Time Lords, he rushes to the scene only to discover it isn't another Time Lord. It is in fact the same Time Lord, only this time it's his 12th incarnation, an incarnation that he didn't believe possible. Shortly thereafter, the 11th and 12th Doctors find themselves trapped by an unknown entity who is siphoning off regeneration energy, and in particular, the regeneration energy of the dying 12th Doctor, placing this story just prior to the events of Twice Upon a Time. I listened to this story on my lunch break from work and I thought it was absolutely fantastic. Seeing, or rather hearing, the 11th and 12th Doctors interact was an absolute treat. Seeing, or hearing rather again, the differences in their characters, the massive contrast between the 11th and the 12th Doctors just leads to some very interesting and very exciting moments within this story. Now it is pretty much a bottle episode in the sense that you've only got the 11th and 12th Doctor and one other character that I won't really discuss here because spoilers. What we do get is a very self-contained, very fun, very funny story between the 11th and 12th Doctors. Of course, Peter Capaldi and Matt Smith are not working with Big Finish as of yet. That could change in the future. That could have changed by the time you're actually listening to this. Leaving the parts of both the 11th and 12th Doctor to be taken up by Jacob Dunman, who does a terrific job with both iterations of the Doctor. He avoids the trap that a lot of people in this situation fall into, meaning that he does not sound like he's just having a conversation with himself. The conversations, the dialogue back and forth feels very natural. Jacob does a pretty solid job with the 12th Doctor. It is very obvious still, as anyone would be able to hear, especially for me as someone from Scotland, that it is just an impersonation of the 12th Doctor of Peter Capaldi. But boy, this is the first story I've heard with Jacob doing the 11th Doctor, and his 11th Doctor is spot on. Now that description might sound kinda short to some people, but keep in mind that this story is only 30 minutes long, very easy just to sit down, listen to when you're going for a walk, when you're on a bus journey or a train journey, even in the car, wherever you are, when you've got 30 minutes to spare. It's a very good time filler to get some really solid Doctor Who. Now this is only $2.99 on the Big Finish website. You can download it straight on the app. The short trips are fantastic. Definitely going to be discussing more of them, definitely going to be picking up more, because 30 minutes is enough obviously to fit one episode of a monthly range story in, but with a monthly range you're not getting the full story in a full self-contained story within 30 minutes. So is this one worth picking up? Absolutely yes. £2.99, very likely that most of you listening to this will have that in your bank. Go ahead, check your bank. If you've got £2.99, you've got change just sitting in the bank that you're not going to use, spend that £3, you won't regret it. I want to thank you all for watching, or rather listening. If you did enjoy this, go ahead and subscribe to this. This is my brand new Doctor Who channel. Check out my last video. Be subscribed and put the notification bell on for upcoming videos. Follow me on social media, links in the description below. And remember, never be cruel, never be cowardly, and hit subscribe.